Hello, and welcome to probably the worst idea so far. So I've been wanting to make content on Genshin for a while, but I never really knew what I wanted to do. You know, people have done, challenge accounts before, catalyst only, swords only, bows only, anything under the sun, like. But, I've always wanted to do one, but I never sure what I wanted to do. But since Fontaine is like less than a day away from when I'm recording this, is it it's about a day between Fontaine and coming out. I just thought, let's do a different kind of challenge, a region-only challenge, Fontaine only. So I should set up some rules first. That's how this works. Obviously, I can only use characters that come from Fontaine. So like Linné, Lynette, Nouvelette. I don't know what the other guy's called. The other guy from it. I can use all of them. Any character from Fontaine, I can use. And I'm also making this rule. I am also allowed to use Hydro Traveler, because if I didn't do that, then I would literally just not have a character until forever. And some questions you might have is, hey, why do you have Geo Traveler? Why are you already level 40? Why are you AR 16? Well, that's because I've already tried to record this before. I recorded all this. I got to AR 16, and then my computer crashed, and the footage got corrupted. So now I just basically wasted all my time and have to redo this all over again. But it's probably fine anyway, since since I've waited a while, a lot more information about Fontaine has come out, so I have more stuff to actually talk about. But besides that, for each episode we're gonna have a goal. So goal for this episode is to finish the Mondstadt quest, so get to AR 16 and 18, and try and get as close to AR 20, I think it's 25 as possible, because if we get to AR 25, then that means that we can, excuse me, that means that we can get Lynette for free, which is good. Also, if you're wondering, oh, you're using the Geotron, that's because, obviously, no Fontaine goes around. So for this video, I'm just going to use whatever traveler I want while I'm doing this. And then the next video, we'll go to Fontaine and get Hydro Traveler. I'm probably going to be going for this account. I'm definitely going to be trying to get Linné when it comes out. I'll obviously have Lynette because she's free eventually. But besides that, I don't know if I'm going to go for. I don't know if I'm going to go for Nouvelette and the other guy or not. Because oh god, this is. Okay. This I hate this. Alright, come on, man. As I was saying, I don't know if I'm gonna go for the characters in 3.2 or not, because I might just save for Farina or Fossil or whichever name it is. I don't know which name it is, or if it's both. Dude, I am struggling to kill this thing. That was kind of embarrassing. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go for Linné. The Lynette, since I have one 10 pull saved, and I don't have any of that. And then obviously we're not gonna really be able to do any of the Fontaine Argon quest or anything like that, since you know, we're only gonna basically only really be done with Mondstadt, and that's it. But it's more about like the characters anyway. So the story doesn't really matter because I'll do the story on my own time anyway. But yeah, I do have to say though, like, another reason I wanted to do this is because I am very excited for Fontaine. Mainly because I have a feeling that just like purely on like aesthetics and things like that, Fontaine might end up being my favorite region. I just like the look of it. I know some people are apprehensive about it because of the words, because of the underwater the diving aspect to it. You know, they seem to have actually like thought about it for a while and thought it for. You know, I understand why people are apprehensive because in like basically every video game ever, the underwater segment usually just sucks. They're like almost never good. They're always just like terrible. Like almost every video game ever. But I don't know. You know, you never know. Maybe they'll surprise us. But do I think it's gonna be as good as over water? I don't really think so because of overwater as like not being underwater. I mean, I don't really think so. I just hope it doesn't feel like annoying, especially since half of the area is gonna be underwater exploration. I mean, personally, I don't really care because exploration is probably my favorite thing to do in the game. Besides that, what else is there? There's a bunch of new weapons coming out. I don't remember what any of them do though, so I couldn't tell you what any of them do. Yeah, because there's new craftable weapons. I don't know why I did that. There's new craftable weapons, but I do not remember what they do like at all. I just hope they're at least like decent. So yeah. It's, I mean, like, I feel like the ones from like Sumeru, like basically no one used. God, dude. Not having a pyro character is just painful. Just having a pyro character. That didn't even... Okay. Alright, can you please just do your animation so I can move on? That... Okay, you know what? Okay, you... bastard. Yeah, that was way more annoying than it needed to be. Okay. Also, before anyone asks why these characters are all level 13, that's because in the recording that got corrupted, I said that I would allow myself to do whatever I wanted for just the first episode. But I decided now that, you know, doing that's boring, so I'm going to just only use Traveler to make it more interesting. I mean, I feel like as long as they, I think this video, like, takes what they did in, like, Sumeru and just kind of like expands on it, amplifies it. I feel like they will like Fontaine might end up being the best region so far. Sir, keep it up. didn't even know I could do that. Because Sumeru is probably like the best region so far. I feel like there wasn't really much argument for that. The story is like was great there. The exploration was mostly good. I mean, I feel like the overworld of like the above ground of the desert was kind of annoying, but besides that, I think it was fine. What else? I mean, I haven't done the world quests for much of Sumeru yet, besides like the R&R quest. And I know one thing people say Sumeru is that they felt like it was some of the quests were too long, which some of them kind of get. I kind of get, but at the same time, I feel like you're not really meant to do it like all in one go, you know? Because, you know, some of those quests are like 4 hours long, and I don't know who wants to spend 4 hours just doing the or actually no, let me rephrase that. Who has the time to spend 4 hours just to do the quest? Unless you're like a streamer or something. Obviously, you know, Sumeru wasn't like perfect. Dendro was kind of overpowered, just a little bit, you know, there was just dead in general, which, you know, I hope, no, I don't want to talk to you, but, you know, I hope it doesn't happen again, and I really hope that in Sumeru she actually gets buffed from the relics, but I don't know if, you know, I'm playing too much Star Rail from the artifacts, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Thank God. Okay, there we go. Oh, finally, okay. We're one rank away from... Okay, I swear, they need to move this NPC. I keep just walking into it, okay. Oh my god. But yeah, speaking of like going by what I was talking before, I feel like there's almost no way that Fontaine is going to be like horrible. Like there's no way, like maybe it may be bad for some people because like they don't add end-game content, which, you know, that's a whole different story. But in terms of like actual the region itself, I think that it will be at least like good. And obviously you're free to disagree with that. I think it's fine to disagree with that or be like sort of skeptical about it. But what I don't like is people just immediately just being like, oh, it's gonna be bad, like before it even comes out. Like I understand being like a little apprehensive about it and being like, oh, I'm not sure about it, but don't just immediately be like, oh, it's gonna be bad, it's gonna be terrible, before it's even like out yet and you've even tried it yet. Like, come on. Like, I hate that mentality so much. Of just the like immediately just disregarding things. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like Genshin has been going in mostly a good direction. For instance, since, you know, Sumeru was pretty... I mean, the last two patches have kind of just been like mostly like filler patches, but I feel like that's like the last two patches of every like series. Which, you know, I would cover out if they have, like, bigger things, but obviously, you know, they're obviously, you know, working on, like, the big regions then, so they can't, like, invest everything into making, like, every single patch, like, insane. Because, you know, money will only go, like, so far in terms of things, you know. You know, you can't just make everything just work for you immediately. You know, I just realized that I've never used my my resin yet on this account at all. But I mean, you know, I haven't really needed to because of the wait, where's the there it is. Since I haven't really had anything that I needed to build at all. You know. I don't know, but we'll see. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I kind of heard this, and I sort of agree with it. It's the fact that I feel like Fontaine is going to be like the make or break region for a lot of people. Like if they don't do like a lot of big things in Fontaine, I feel like some people are just never going to come back to the game. And you know, it kind of just depends on what they do. I mean, you know, we'll see. Can I say that they're gonna do? I don't know. I'm not the devs. I don't know what the devs. But you know, I'm still gonna keep playing the game. It just depends on if other people are or not. Which, by the way, I think that like you not playing the game or quitting the game for certain reasons, just you're unhappy with the way certain things are, is fine. Because you know, some people play the game for different reasons. Some people play the game because of the combat. Some people play the game because of the lore. You know, other things like that. Everyone plays it for a different reason, and just being like, "Oh, you're quitting it because of this. Oh, how dare you? Everything's perfect." Because you know, saying everything's perfect is not gonna do anything. It's just. It's not gonna help anything. It's not gonna do anything. At the end of the day, if you don't tell the devs what you want, then obviously they're not gonna know what we want because we're not telling them what we want. If we're always just like, oh, everything's perfect, everything's fine. And they do seem to be taking like some from that, like they're like in that I forget what's called, like the dev blog thing. They said that we're going to be changing the way daily commissions work, which I really hope they do, because the way that they are now kind of suck. Kind of suck. How would they change it? I have no idea what they would do to change it. But I don't know. I think the one thing that they do really need to do at this point is make a AR that's higher than 60. Because I feel like at this point, like a bunch of people are already at, that have been playing the game for a while, are already at 60. And I feel like once you get 60, you kind of lose a lot of like motivation to continue playing and exploring and stuff. Because you know all you know, you're at the max level. Like, where else is there to go from there? I've seen all this other, content like that, but I don't know. I really just feel like they need a higher level than just 60. I feel like 60 is way too low for what they want to do. You know what doing this, because I've been kind of like playing Genshin kind of on and off lately. I haven't really been playing it that much lately, just because I'm kind of, you know, done everything. I'm kind of just waiting for. Are you serious? Waiting for Fontaine to come out. But I feel like doing this series is kind of like reinvigorated my want to play the game. I feel like getting all the way to the end, and like that, and doing like everything, it kind of makes you a bit more. I don't want to say cynical because I don't have the right word. Kind of like just complacent. I don't know what the right word is. The way it kind of makes you forget like all the great things that the game does have. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I kind of feel like the main appeal of this game is exploring. You know, I feel like that is what it is. You know, you get the open world, you get into that. I feel like that is like the main, or like one of the main appeals of the game is exploring. Which obviously, you know, that's one of the main appeals of most open world games, like, you know, open world games, rather, Horizon, Breath of the Wild, things like that. Like, one of the things to do is, you know, exploring things, seeing the world, anything like that. Yeah, where is... Am I just stupid? Where is it? Oh, it's here. Yeah, I have really been enjoying my time in like going back to the beginning, kind of going back to basics, and yeah, I've been enjoying it. The only thing that's painful is not having all the stamina, because dear God, having this low of stamina is just painful. God, this is still gonna take forever. The funny thing is, I can't even do some of those things in the handbook yet, because I can't ascend any of my characters yet. Oh God. Yeah, dude, I am very excited. Besides all like my rants and weird ramblings and stuff, that's the same thing. I am very excited for Fontaine. I think Fontaine is going to be great. Like. I feel like most people do, I just when I see most people kind of, share that sentiment. You know, it's mostly just people on, like, Twitter and things like that that are, like, kind of negative. If you meet anyone, like, in-game or anything like that, they're usually, like, pretty chill, pretty nice. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is why I barely use This is why I barely use Twitter, because Twitter is just a hellscape. And you know, I can already hear people being like, "Oh, it's called X, it's not Twitter." I don't care. Okay, that's a dumb name. I'm not gonna call it that. All right. Okay, no, I deserve that. Yeah, I feel like the only thing Fontaine like really needs to nail is like the swimming, and if they can get the swimming like really really good, then I think they might I think that might do it. Just put that up for now. Yeah. Because if the swimming's bad, then I feel like the entire region is just gonna fall apart if the swimming is bad. If the swimming is good, then I think we might have a pretty good region on our hands. All of them I need to get the artifact too. Oh, 6 total. Okay, I am not gonna be able to do that right now. Actually. Yeah, it's just because I feel like that's a lot of people's apprehensive thing. It's just the swimming. I feel like it's just like whether the swimming is gonna be good or not, which I don't know. We're just gonna have to see how it feels once we actually get into the game. And you know, hopefully I should have this video out before Fontaine comes out, unless you know I get lazy and I don't end up actually doing it. You know. Still not there yet. I'm getting close though. I am getting close to getting there. I'm close to 18, and then we can go do the final quest, and then I can get through it. You know what? This is kind of random. You know what I'm jealous of? I am really jealous of new players, because new players have so much content they're gonna do, especially with Fontaine coming out. You know, they have all of Must-Have that much, but you know, they have all of Mondstadt to explore. They have all of Leaving to explore. They have Dryad Spine to do as well. I have all of Sumeria to explore. They have all of Inazuma to do as well. Like, new players are eating good. New players have so much to do. It's kind of insane, especially with all the world quests and stuff as well. I still kind of wonder what the. Even after all the trailers and everything, I still like don't really know what Fontaine's story is actually gonna like be about. You know, obviously there's gonna be like the. There's gonna be the. What's the word? You know, there's gonna be us getting arrested. There's gonna be the trials and all that. Obviously, Tortelli's gonna be there. For some reason, I don't know why he's gonna be there, but I guess we'll see. But in terms of what's actually gonna happen, I really don't know. To be honest, I feel like it's kind of better that way. But we don't really know what exactly is gonna happen. So, you know, this is especially why I don't like leaks. If you just know everything that's gonna happen in a patch, then you're always gonna be disappointed with what happens in a patch because you always know what's coming in the patch, and then you're like, oh, I already know it's patch, and then you keep getting bored, and you're like, oh, why am I bored? Well, maybe it's because you already know everything that's gonna be in the patch. Like, I understand, like, some leaks, like maybe how big, like, how big the updates will be or something like that. Besides that, I don't really know, like especially story leaks. Why would you want to know what's gonna happen in the story before it happens? I don't understand that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And the mentality that I really hate is people who are like, we just like say leaks and they just act like everyone looks at leaks. That I hate the most. Because no, not everyone looks at leaks. Like me, I don't really look at leaks, and then people will just like post leaks anyway. They won't even like be like, oh, spoilers, leaks, and then like blur like the thumbnails. Like they'll just be like, oh, here's the video. That's it. Just that's like, bro, are you serious? Like I hate that so much. I do really believe that's why half the time people aren't excited, is because they look at leaks and they already know what's going to happen in the patch. Obviously, you know, sometimes, you know, leaks are wrong, but like 90% of the time, I feel like leaks are usually right. And that, like, and I feel like it also diminishes a lot of the hard work that the devs put in to try and get people excited with the patches. Okay, this is not exactly ideal. Can I please stop getting frozen? Okay, let's just know. Dude, Geo needs a rework, man. Like, I feel like right now Geo is just so like boring. It's just like, oh, it gives you a shield, and that's it. That's all it does. And you know, I don't know if they're ever actually gonna do that though, because you know, we've already had the Geo region. So I don't know if they're ever gonna go back and change it or not. Okay, sir, would you please just fuck off? Yeah, I don't even know what they would do to Geo to do because obviously, you know, it's supposed to be like the big, like, sort of like tankier role, but like, you don't really need a tank, but you can just like kill the thing in like 5 seconds. You can just kill it. That's my problem. My problem a lot of the time is that, like, why would you tank when you can just do damage? Obviously, no, I feel like healers are more sought after now since a lot of the enemies have like ways that can like have attacks that like can go through shields and things like that, but. Like, you know, characters like Noelle is supposed to go like a tank, but like she just doesn't really do anything. Like, you know, Ito just kind of does what she does, but better. But I mean, I guess that makes sense since Noelle is a 4-star, but you know. Well, at the same time, like, you know, Mulan is a 5-star, but Shincho is also still really good, so I don't know. But yeah, that is one thing that I do hope that they do, is that they do something with Geo. Because right now, Geo is just like the... It's basically just the dead element. It's just kind of there. It just kind of exists, and that's it. Like, I feel like almost... How many Geo characters do we have? What was the last Geo character we got? Bro, was the last Geo character really Yujin? Oh god, dude, the last Geo character was Yujin. Oh my god, Jesus, that is. Okay, I guess I kind of get it, since a lot of the characters in Samuro were for Dendro, so Dendro was new and it just came out. God, going like a whole year basically. I think it's been more than a year actually, without any Geo characters. That is bad. That's really bad. So I feel like the only real Geo archetype right now is just like either an Edo team or an Noel team, and that's basically it. Because the way that Geo is right now, it's kind of just stagnant. You kind of just like, oh, I'm just gonna do big damage and hit them until they die. And that's basically it. That's Geo, you just hit them until they die. But yeah, I don't know. How much fragile is that? You know, we're gonna make a short trip to Liyue so that I can actually level up to max. I wouldn't even do that. That's good, dude. Okay, you know what? I know this is a mistake, but you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. Because I don't want to wait. I just want to actually finish this. And, you know, I'll probably just do the end of Mondstadt off camera, because I feel like this video is already getting long enough as it is. Yeah, I'll finish Mondstadt off camera maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know, we'll see. And then and then the next video should be Fontaine, which will be very exciting for me. You know, I've always felt like this is kind of random. I always thought Mondstadt was like kind of weird. It's like Mondstadt. I'm pretty sure Mondstadt is like the only area that hasn't gotten like any expansions yet. Like at least Liyue got like the chasm. Mondstadt has gotten nothing. So it's like nothing yet. I do kind of hope that eventually they add they add an expansion to Mondstadt. Is he like, cause I don't know. I don't really know if Inazuma and Samuro count though, because Mondstadt and Liyue kind of all came out like all at once, but Samuro and Inazuma came out in like chunks. Which I feel like is kind of the smarter way to do it, since it gives you more time to spread out your content instead of just doing it all in one patch and then being like, fuck, what do we do for the next patch? Just being like, fuck. there's some people who are still probably still kind of annoyed that they don't release one patch, but at the same time, if they release it all in one patch, then like they're just gonna not have like anything for like 9 patches, and that's just like not not a smart way to do it at all. There's some people who just say, "Oh, just release the next region faster." Making a region takes a long time. Like just for Fontaine, you know, they said they were working on the underwater stuff for like 2 years. Like making an entirely new region is not easy. It's not just happening like. It's not like they just work on it like one patch before it comes out. That's not how it works. It's not Bro, there's 2 of these? Are you kidding me? Alright. It's time to go beat up a dragon.